Hello there, it's voiceover Usone coming to you so early on in this upload. But see, it was necessary for me to insert my voice in this early. I just want to say that I am not part of the natural hair pity party, nor do I want to be. And if this is you, then this is the wrong channel. In this video, I talk about the challenges that I faced with coming to terms with my fine, low-density hair. And yes, in much of it, it is due to comparing my hair to others. But it was necessary to express that in this video in order to get my point across. However, just because I make these statements does not mean that I hate my hair or anyone else's hair similar to mine. I, in fact, do not hate my hair, and I do very much like what I've been given. Fine, low-density hair has its benefits that I do not mention in my discussion, such as, number 1, we use less product, which equates to lots of money saved. 2, physically doing our hair may not appear as daunting compared to doing other thicker hair types, due to not having as much hair to work with, obviously. 3, our hair has an easier time being laid back and pulled or morphed into updos or into something for wig or hat wearing. 4, generally, it's quicker to do sometimes, depending on your experience level. 5, the tangling also isn't as daunting and typically takes less time. And then 6, finally, in my personal opinion, if styled well, fine low-density hair can look very cute and, in my opinion, dainty on a person. So just like how other hair types have pros and cons, fine low-density hair is no different. And I want you, the watcher, to keep that in mind as you progress into this video. Lastly, let me say up front that this is what my hair does naturally, and it cannot be changed. Individuals who have been able to use remedies to no longer have low-density hair were not naturally and genetically low density. So please do not make suggestions to me related to following anyone with platforms geared towards fixing this hair type as an issue. Thank you. Now let's get into it. Hello, Usi Gang. Long time no see. For those who don't know, my name is Usone Kaku, and I make videos on natural hair beauty and lifestyle. So if that is the thing that you are into, then this is the channel to subscribe to. So today's topic is a very important one to me, and one that I feel like it's a video that I feel like has been long overdue for me. My main purpose today of filming this and uploading this is not to complain about the fact that, oh, my hair is not thick, oh, my hair is not full looking. That was not my purpose of creating this video today. My real only purpose of filming this and creating this video is to show those of us with fine and low density strands that you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. There are other people like you. Your hair is not abnormal, okay? So I think it's best for me to start from talking about my hair growing up and what my hair was like as a child. This is to explain that my hair has always kept to this same low density and fine characteristic that I am familiar with. As a child, 99% of the time, my hair was put into braids with added synthetic hair. I was the child who was always wearing braids. At one point, my mom used to take me to get sew-ins. If you were to ask me what my hair was like as a child, there's honestly not really that much that I could really tell you. From thinking back to it, from my guesses, it was definitely damaged. And yeah, it never really was long. It never really grew long. Even back in my daycare years, before I started wearing synthetic hair, I wore my hair in little girl hairstyles. My little twists and plaits were short and not very full. Sometime in elementary school, I had started getting relaxers, and uh, the thing is, when I had started getting those relaxers, my hair was still getting braided into these styles with, with extra hair, added hair. And so my memories of having that relaxed hair and then having my hair also like braided, I do remember that my hair, I don't think I ever really had hair that was that full. My hair, my braids, when I would get fresh braids in, I do remember times looking at my hair and thinking, okay, this is nice, but I would notice that my hair seemed a little scalpy. But I think once I started like getting to a certain age, I started noticing more things about how my hair was like. I never had a billion. I never had a billion braids in my hair. I guess because just of the amount of hair that I had on my head. But my hair definitely had, I think, a little scalpiness to it. So that probably, I think, was a period that lasted from elementary school to, including middle school. And then when I got to high school was when I started, when I had, I guess, pretty much gotten the permission to start wearing my hair out. So I pretty much during high school was wearing my hair out in its relaxed state. Some qualities that I noticed about my hair in its relaxed state. One, my hair was very see-through. You could see my neck and my ears through my hair. And I wasn't sure what that was about, but high school, that's definitely a time when you start comparing yourself to other people. And I had noticed that, no one else's hair was like that. No one else's hair around me. Also, along with that, my hair with a relaxer was never full. It never had any real volume to it. Especially when I would get a fresh relaxer, my hair would be very, 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 very flat looking. Even as my hair did improve throughout the years, my hair was always flat, and you could still always see through to my neck. My official going to all the way natural when I had my big chop was my sophomore year. My sophomore year of college. We're in college now. I just did not want the relaxed hair anymore. I didn't feel like it was cute on me. And when I went natural, I thought that my hair was going to look like the people that I was watching on my computer screen. And I thought I was going to be doing all these cute styles. Everything was just going to go so successful for me. I was going to have a lot of thick, luscious, kinks, curls, whatever pattern my hair would come out in. I thought it was just going to be, I thought I was just going to have the biggest fro, or like the best, most juiciest, voluminous twist out. That was not the case. My hair, when I had big chopped and had started growing it out, and as I was doing styles, it always seemed like they had, like, the people I was watching had a lot more hair than I did, a lot more volume than I did. I would look at other naturals around me because, you know, that was the time when natural hair was starting to grow, like really, really grow. A lot of, you know, my peers seemed to have more hair than I did, have more volume than I did, it appeared to me like they had a little more success with certain styles than I did, and, you know, certain methods, and I was just kind of a little bit confused as to why my hair did not exactly do what it was supposed to do. So that was how my hair was like, and truth be told, it's led to many, 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 many years of confusion, and it's led to many years of confusion and many years of wondering if something was wrong with my hair. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of my hair growing up till I went natural. Okay, so now going into this topic, when you think of the phrase healthy natural hair, or just healthy hair, or pretty hair, what image comes to your mind? And what words would you use to describe that hair that you picture? I think for most of us, a lot of us, words like long, thick and full, shiny, bouncy, defined, maybe free of splits. Unfortunately, for some of us, no matter how healthy our hair is, no matter what state our hair is in, it could be in the best state. Some of us, 9 times out of 10, will never be able to match a lot of those characteristics that come into most people's minds when they think of healthy hair. And so then I want to ask, you know, for those of us who, you know, no matter what we do, we could be doing all the right things. We could, you know, improve the shape of our hair and the qualities of our hair. Our hair will just never, no matter what, look like what most people would envision healthy hair to look like, right? Healthy natural hair to look like. So then for those of us like that, does that mean then that no matter what we do, our hair is unhealthy? Does that mean that our hair isn't pretty? Does it mean that our hair is abnormal? And so these characteristics that we typically associate with healthy natural hair are characteristics that for many of us with fine, low density strands, they're characteristics that make it a little more challenging to accept our hair. For me, what I think it comes down to is the fact that there is huge underrepresentation. And thick hair, fuller densities, thicker hair is more desired because, you know, in our society today, we associate that with femininity, health, internal health, youthfulness. And yes, I agree, it is truly very mesmerizing to just see thick, luscious hair that is just all over, right? But I do feel like if we were seeing more of the lower densities, the finer strands, if we were seeing more of that, we would also have a very nice appreciation and mesmerization with, you know, other hair types. You know, just search natural hair anything, like could be color, styling, whatever. I can almost guarantee you that you're not going to find somebody who has lower density, finer hair. You're not going to find somebody whose scalp readily shows when they take their hair, when they separate their hair apart. Those aren't the people that are popular. Even brands and hair pages have caught on to that. A brand is not going to look at my hair and think, oh, we're going to choose this person to model our new product for us, because it's not what the people want to see. Even salons have caught on. There are salons out here that they pick and choose who they want to put on their pages, and they'll pick and choose the people who just have a lot of hair. It can lead to feelings of shame and embarrassment for some of us. We look at our hair and we're like, yo, how come whenever I make this part, I see so much scalp in my hair? Why is it that when people get their hair braided, why do my own braids or cornrows look a lot skinnier than the person online who was teaching me how to cornrow? Why does it feel like I'm running out of hair to work with? It's a big reason why many don't want to share their hair journeys. Me, as someone who shares their hair journey with you all, people look at my hair and you get scrutinized because your hair doesn't look like how people say healthy natural hair should look like. I can sit here and tell y'all 100, 1,000 times that my hair is healthy, that my hair has been looked into by professionals. My hair can act like healthy hair is supposed to act, but there is still, at the end of the day, somebody is going to look and see that, oh, my hair, it doesn't appear long, it doesn't appear very full, it looks spacey, there's gaps, I can see through her hair. Somebody is going to say that, no, my hair is something's wrong with my hair. I feel like with hair acceptance, it's easier to accept your hair when you see other people doing it too. And I feel like that's kind of what made the natural hair movement successful in a way. People were seeing many other women, men, embracing and growing out their natural hair. I don't think many of us would have ditched the relaxers without having seen that. I wish more of us would share, because it would remove the feeling of being alone for many of us. It would truthfully help a lot of us out with knowing what we're supposed to be doing to take care of our hair.
Correction. It would give us an idea of how our hair is supposed to behave and what it would look like.
Unfortunately, that just has not been the case so far. My hair is not everyone's favorite guru. My hair is not everyone's favorite salon inspiration pick. We cannot take certain information that would work well for thicker densities. We cannot take that and apply it on ourselves. And I cannot, say if I wanted to get my hair cut into a certain way, I can't take an inspiration pic to someone and expect them to be able to cut my hair to look like that. But, it's unfortunate because, when I look for inspiration pics, there is no one no one with my hair in the cut that I want. So, I can't even get a good visual of what my hair should look like what my hair would realistically look like. Not everyone can just visualize such a thing so easily in their head. And yeah, so I think there is a real need to fix this lack of representation. I think there is a need to fix the issue of not feeling like certain bits of hair care pertain to us.
Of course, if you know me, you know that I don't believe that hair care is that drastically different between individuals. There are nuances. So I'm talking about what are those nuances to expect as far as appearance, behavior, and care.
Definitely, I think the biggest thing is we got to put ourselves out there more. I know I completely I can understand why many of us don't want to. We have our own different reasons, okay? Some more of us I wish would bite the bullet and just, go ahead and share your journey. Go ahead and share your experience. Put your hair out there. Easier said than done, yes. And some of us, we just all have our different reasons, but I'm talking about like those of us who, maybe do have dreams of wanting to share a hair journey. Go ahead and bite the bullet, because it's really going to take people seeing us more, brands seeing us more, for that promotion of, finer, lower density hair to, get seen and to be appreciated by those who have it.
So, speaking of putting ourselves out there are a few people with fine, low density hair who are doing it big. Get the joke? Small hair, doing it big? Yeah. And so I'm not going to end this video today without pointing you towards them. They are either good resources or good inspirations for those of us with fine, low density hair, and they will be linked in the video description box with their handles. The first naturalista is Tammy. She shares her own hair journey as someone who has fine, low density hair. She's a really good inspiration to look towards, and I think you all will really enjoy her journey. Then there's also Meg. Her brand is called the Curly Hair Alchemist, and she has low density hair herself and has posted some of her work on her low density clients on her Instagram page. A lot of her clients I have seen do have loose curls, but even for me with my tight coils, I found her to be a valuable resource and person to get insight from, since she is a stylist and does actively do hair education on fine low density hair. She's really good, especially if you are a loose curly. If there are any more people who come to mind, I will link them in my video description box below. Please take the time to check them out.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope that this was a valuable video to some of you all, or well, I hope that this was a valuable video, especially to those who, have the hair that is described in this video. If you have, hair like mine, or have had an experience like mine, and I appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the future. Bye.